That was perfect.
That was good. That was pretty spot
perfect.
on. We're getting good at this. We're like 3 episodes deep of just me and you, and we're getting just in sync right now.
Pretty soon, it's going to get to the point where I'm just going to sense dead air, and then I'm just going to snap at the same time, and you're going to clap.
And we're going to know.
Without even looking at each other.
Call us in sync. Not Backstreet Boys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. It's what we learned this week. Sorry, I forgot to do that part at the beginning. Welcome back. We missed all of you.
Yeah, it's been a whole week.
It's episode 99. We know what episodes we're on now because the countdown is over.
It's over
we have a week left for 100. That's crazy. 100 weeks.
That is so insane.
I showed my dad the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to see like something that I made for the 100th episode?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, you guys have only done 100 episodes." It's like that's 100 weeks. 100 weeks we've been doing this.
We've technically done a lot more episodes because we do a live episode every week too.
Right, but 100
like actual
recorded
episodes.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, what? I mean, you know how hard it is to be consistent for 100 weeks on something?
It's nonsense.
Especially when you're not even like, you're just doing it for fun.
Yeah, we're not getting paid off of this.
No, hell no, we aren't. Not yet.
We have negative balances.
That's in the next 100 episodes. We're gonna get the money.
Start getting paid.
Which is, that's that. You know what? You just asked me, what do I want for my birthday?
Yeah.
I want 1,000 subscribers.
You hear that, people?
That's what I want for my birthday. 1,000 subscribers.
Because I can't provide that for myself.
You could, but it would take a lot of time.
It would take a lot of fake emails.
Oh God.
Oh man.
So yeah. Spread this to everyone. Like it, subscribe it, because I know how many of you are subscribed every week that watch on our YouTube. It gives me a count.
We know who you are.
92% of you are not subscribed. That's not acceptable. I don't accept these terms. We need to be subscribed to. You people want to watch us every week, right?
We're gonna have to start putting down like low-key threats. Like
subscribe.
We have the general region as to where you're watching us from. We'll find it.
We have people. We know.
We have ways.
Oh jeez. No, but yeah, it's crazy. It's so wild.
Where's the time gone? I feel like
it feels like there's no way we've done this for almost 2 years. It does. It feels
honestly, like I
outrageous.
I feel old now.
People ask like, how long have you been doing it? And I always want to say like a year.
Yeah,
because that seems more
likely,
understandable.
But it's been 2 years.
2 years we've been doing this shit now. That's wild.
That's a little ridiculous.
And to think we started like,
hey, a month from next week, it'll be the 2 year anniversary.
I know.
That's fucking.
Well,
nuts.
not even no. Yeah, a month from next week. Yeah, shoot. Holy
another
cow.
Celebration.
That's gonna be a fun one too. A 2-year episode. Heck yeah.
So what do we have on the agenda for today?
I have nothing.
No.
Everything sucks. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's it's been a very busy week. I've been trying to just feel like I've been running around trying to get a lot of stuff done. Yeah. And I don't know like what leading into, like, you know how a lot of times when you're prepping for something, like you're going out of town or something, right? Like you always want to, that week before, you're always like super busy. Yeah. You want to get a bunch of stuff done before the week. And then, you can just like fuck off for that week, right? Yeah. Or for the vacation. I've just been in that mode, but there's no like end point. There's no vacation that I'm planning for. It's I'm just running.
I've noticed that because even when I do relax, I'm always still kind of working somehow. So it's like I've never actually get like a full break anymore, which sucks. But it's also a good feeling because it's like you're working towards something.
Oh yeah, so, I mean it's been nonstop.
But working towards something never ends.
Yeah, it's just like I keep like tricking myself every time I start like a new task. I just keep tricking myself and saying like no, like there's an end point to this. Well, see, but there's not.
We both made the detrimental mistake of getting into this like into service-based industries.
Yeah, that's been great.
Yeah, it's just because then it's just nonstop, whatever. Like you're always on call for somebody.
Great.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
I love it. Another new thing on the agenda. So my stomach.
Good God.
Sorry, I haven't eaten today. Been running around and eating. So I've been like kind of looking at what direction to keep going with or like how to grow the company more.
Oh, you fired me,
with
aren't
JD
you?
Creations. Yeah. No, we're gonna have to go in a different direction, boss. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We just need
we all saw it coming.
We just can't have you walking around the office with that thick, juicy ass swanging all over the place. It's distracting,
That's
you know,
true,
to all of our.
It distracts
people.
myself. I mean,
It really.
I'll catch it in my peripherals.
We had to take down the mirrors in the office. It's terrible. Honestly, it's awful. Everybody has blinders now whenever you walk by.
Juicy ass.
No, but so I've been thinking about like, okay, where, you know, coming into this next year, or this, you know, I'm just about May would be 1 year since the company was started.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about, you know, what is, you know, how do we continue to grow the company?
Like,
right?
what's like the next milestone?
Yeah, like what do I need to, you know, what can I work on to keep growing and expanding, right? And it's been great. Don't get me wrong. Like, the past 2 months have been the busiest 2 months this company's had ever. I mean, since it's.
Which is awesome to see. Yeah,
and it's great. Love to hear it. But, you know, I'm like, okay, well, what else can I do? Like, you know, how can I broaden the horizon of this company? And so I decided I'm going to get more into the photo side as well, not just the film side.
Okay.
Because it seems like a lot of clients are asking for photos as well. And it's something I can provide, but it's not something that is, I haven't had a lot of training with it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, like, you know, clearly the business is out there. And I think it would be massively helpful for me, the company, everything, for me to have both sides of that, right? Like, obviously, I can't be an expert at everything, right?
No,
so
but
I can't
you
be
can learn that over time.
Yeah, like I can't be like a drone pilot and a film guy and a photo guy. But I can obviously learn both aspects of video and of, you know, just still photography.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of work more on that. I'm gonna work on the portfolio of, you know, photos. I've got a couple clients that have stuff they're gonna need done here soon. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the direction we're taking. And I still love the film side, the video side. I'm gonna stick with that obviously and continue to learn that too.
Right.
But you know, I gotta just kind of tap into the still photo.
Well, that'd be
stuff.
cool. Do you have any like camera or something picked out that you want to be able to use?
Oh, I already have the camera.
Oh,
I mean, it's the same film. It's the film one that I have.
Okay, gotcha.
So like my camera is. Most cameras that people are buying nowadays, unless you buy it like a camcorder, they are still photography first with crazy cool video features.
Yeah.
Right? So like my camera, I have the Sony A7 Mark II, which is kind of like, it was, when it came out, it was like the standard. And it's a great camera still to this day. It doesn't shoot 4K, but it's like, it's 1080p, and it's still just a phenomenal camera. I love it. I love the damn thing. So, you know, I can use that for still photography, and I can use it for video, and it works great. Like, I've done both on it. So, luckily, I don't have to buy any more. Well, besides lenses and stuff like that, I don't have to buy a camera body.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like, I have it. So, that's the biggest expense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're going to see how that goes and keep working towards it, I guess.
Nice, man.
Plus, no offense like, to anyone that does photos, like, I'm not saying it's easy by any means, because it's not. It's definitely not easy to take photos.
But
to me, it sort of seems easier than shooting video.
I agree.
Because it's like, instead of editing, you know, this amount of a timeline, I'm editing one frame, basically. So it's kind of like, oh, nice. And granted, it takes an eye to do the framing correctly. It takes an eye to edit correctly and not overexpose. Like, it's not easy. It just feels easier than video.
But with the video stuff, at least, with the photography stuff, what am I saying? Never mind. I was going down a line that I.
Well, like with photography, it's like, you know, I can rapid shoot the same as, you know, if I were to take a picture of you, I can rapid shoot the same photo of you, and one of those is bound to turn out the way I want it.
Right, but if you're shooting a video, you have to actually like do everything creatively, get all the
and if I have subjects in there, it makes it even more complicated, because it's like I have to make sure that this goes as good as possible, depending on how much time I have with the client, how understanding they are. Like, I just have to make sure that I get a shitload of footage that I now, you know, later on I have to go through. And I love it. I love doing that. But I would say through this whole experience, I would say I love the editing portion more than I love the filming portion.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely love editing.
Okay.
And I think it's just super fun. And don't get me wrong, like, it's fun to be in the creative outlet of, shooting the video itself too.
Right.
But creating the final product is what's fun for me.
Okay.
And like sitting there for hours and just getting lost in doing that. Because when you're doing the film part and like actually recording something, there's so many moving parts that you just kind of like, you don't get lost, but you're just trying to focus on so many things at once that you don't get to be there like in the moment. You don't reach that deep work.
Yeah.
Like where you're just, everything else is phased out and you're just focused on one thing.
Okay.
It's so many moving parts that you have to make sure are right and that they're working correctly. Like when we did the car commercial. Mm-hmm. Amazing car commercial. Turned out great, but like
and where did you find that car commercial?
Oh yeah, you can find that at jdcreationsllc.com. Boom, the new website's up. I forgot about that. Yeah, the new website's up thanks to astrodesigncompany.com. Get your
Still got to do some work on it, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks great so far though. But like with that car commercial, it was hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic.
It looks like it was a crazy process, but it turned out great though.
There was so much stuff that could have gone wrong that didn't. Luckily, there's stuff that did go wrong that we didn't expect, and it's just like, it was wild. It was a great time, and one of the best experiences I've had with this company so far.
No way.
But it's just like it goes so fast. You're just like, I gotta do this. Whereas when I'm editing, I just get lost in the sauce, and I am in like, that's my deep work. That's where I'm like focused as focus could be. Nothing in my surroundings is even like affecting me, and then like I snap out of it like 2 hours later, and I go, oh shit, look at what I did. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say I like the video editing.
That's
portion.
great, man.
So hopefully the photo portion works that way too. And I think also with the photo, like you're able to focus more on the now while you're taking the photo, as opposed to when you're doing the video. Video is a lot of moving stuff, everything like that. Whereas a photo, it's like, all I'm focused on is getting my framing correct, getting my, my exposure. Obviously, everything in the camera settings, but there's no crazy moving parts with audio and with everything like that. It's just like, this is the moment that I want to capture.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's like, all right, let's try it out, see how it goes. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, it's great to hear, man, because it's good to see that you're like passionate about what you're doing.
Oh, I love it.
Because it's nice to be able to zone out when you're working and just be able to get shit done and pump it out, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I just worked on this awesome product now, and like, it just feels great.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling of accomplishment.
Oh, I love it. It's like, this is bliss for me, honestly. I'm like, thank you, Lord. This is great.
So other than that, so you're getting into photo and you have the video stuff. Is there anything else you want to be doing with the company as well? Like anything audio or like production level stuff?
Mostly video.
Video
and photo is where I'm headed. I'd like to get more into like contract editing. So people, they film the stuff and they send it to me to edit.
That'd be actually pretty easy to set up, right?
It's just finding clients. That's all. Especially in the YouTube realm where so many people are doing YouTube vlogs and everything now. Like, it's out there. The work's out there.
Actually,
but there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And there are some very good fucking editors out there.
Okay.
So.
Well, I was going to say, that'd be an easy thing to add to the website, too, to say, like, hey, we're doing this for new YouTube channels and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So. Like the services offered, for sure, yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we're still working on the website. It's up and it's live, but we're still working on it.
We have the basics of it down.
Yeah,
so.
And it looks great. I mean, it's sleek, so I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, buddy. I got you covered. So
what about you? I mean, with Astro, like what's the...
So Astro right now, we are working on a bunch of mobile apps for people. I have about 2 major clients, which are going fantastic. I can't really talk about it too much.
Right,
but I also am working on some personal projects. I finished up the web application for Class Drop.
Nice.
So I can have people sign up as contributors and post videos and get paid and all that kind of stuff automatically. And then the users can view the content and sign up for subscriptions and manage their profiles and all that shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
But recently, I just started working on the mobile app version of it as well, so that way I can release both at the same time. So
you're gonna do a web and
mobile app. So it's gonna act kind of like Netflix. So you can have it on your computer or on your phone, and it'll just be the same subscription either way.
Damn, son,
it's gonna be great.
It's crazy to think that like Astro Design Company started as like a web it was more of like a
web design type
yeah,
stuff.
it was like a web design with you could do like graphic stuff, like light graphic.
Which we're still doing the graphic stuff. I
Yeah.
just did some logo design stuff the other day for a client.
But it's just like now we develop apps.
Yeah. Well, I had to do
crazy. Like,
I had to do a lot of research on this stuff because so one of my clients needed a brand new website, but they needed it built in a certain code base, and so I of course had to do a fuck ton of research because they were going to pay me some money,
Right.
And so it's like they're paying me to learn this, so why wouldn't I do that?
it's just fucking wild. It's just wild.
So now I have that skill and I can reuse it over and over
because
again.
it's just like like app development is such a huge commodity right now too.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
to see
everybody
that
needs an app for everything.
the company just grew into that, and you're like,
Yeah, it works. I mean,
It's
like
just
it's honestly
busy.
not as bad as what you think. It's just the
oh fuck that.
no, honestly, like once you actually understand the structure of how it works, it's not that bad. It's like writing a big Word document with like a list of like to-dos. That's all it is. It's not that bad.
It's the monotony of reading the code, and when a bug occurs, figuring out where it's at
Usually,
in the
if
layers
there's
and
a-
layers of folders and code.
If
that
there's
is
a bug,
possible.
it'll usually tell you what the fuck is wrong. It'll be like, hey, like you fucked this part up, go fix it, and then you fix it and it's good to go. So it's not that bad.
I'm gonna stick with video and photography.
Okay.
I think it's just an
Deal.
easier realm.
Fair
I have
enough.
a lot less to deal with. I just have settings on a camera that I have to fuck with, and people.
Well, now that class drop stuff is going to be dropping first week of April. It's pretty much ready to go at this point. But contributors, you get paid about 30 cents to 50 cents an hour for video content watched. So every single time that somebody watches an hour of your content, you'll get something uploaded to your account, which adds up really fast. Skillshare does the same process where it's
Yeah.
about the same amount of money. And
And it's good passive income. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
someone
great.
who has, a skill that people want to learn.
Or if you're just a teacher and you want to teach a subject on something, I mean,
Yeah.
this is a great way to make extra income that just flows in automatically. If you're good at what you do and you get a lot of people on your videos, then you're going to make a lot of money on the side. So, and the subscriptions for this.
And it's not limited to anything in particular, right?
No,
Like,
we
it's
actually
any-
focus this mostly around the professional realm. So that way, if you want to go learn a new skill, like it's not just creative stuff like what Skillshare has. Like it's
Right,
not
right,
just web
right.
design and graphic design and video editing. It's like, oh, you want to learn how to be a plumber, or you want to learn about being an electrician, or here's shit about politics or history or science
Right.
and all that kind of stuff.
It's just all
So
realms.
It's like
basically,
actually
that
like
covers.
I was the way that I came up with the idea is that I was watching my brother go through his first semester at college and realizing that everything's virtual right now, and these kids
Yeah.
need help because these virtual classes
You
suck.
have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, so it's like if you could pay $6 to $9 a month for like a tutor, pretty much online,
Right.
that just gives you video content that's specific to what you're looking at. Everybody's going to pay for that.
I know the client. I mean, it's like Skillshare where the client is able to kind of reach out to the creator and be like, "Hey, I have a quick question."
We're adding that feature in the future, but right now it's just going to be you can view the content and you could save and download it onto your phone and all that kind of cool stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, so
and that will be web. You said web and app, or
Yep.
web and mobile.
So you'll be able to log in on the laptop and you'll be able to download it onto your phone.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
And
it's
what's
really
the
cool.
what's the website going to be called?
It's going to be classdrop.io.
Boom, there
So
it is.
first week of
Dropping
April, go
April.
ahead and check out our Facebook page. It's going to be great.
The heat is coming, folks. It's coming in hot. It's been a good year so far, I think, for
Yeah,
both
dude.
of us. I think it's been just like rocking and rolling. Like we said, like it's been nonstop since the beginning of the year, but
Honestly,
I'm okay
though.
with it. Like I have to go down to Indiana tomorrow morning. for
Oh, yeah,
a
you mentioned
project,
that.
And I'm like, I
No
don't
big
know-
deal, just-
I don't know
just
why I have
driving
This, I don't
hours
know how
away.
I got this project. Like it's a client I've worked
expanding.
with before, and I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, he's like, I know this is super last minute, and like, I'm on a tight budget, and I was like, I don't care. I'm coming.
Give me
Like you've been a great client. We did a great project before,
Yeah.
and like
I will be there.
We're gonna make this work. Like, what's your budget? Let's make
See,
it
that's
work.
that's
You know what I mean?
somebody that you want on your team because the second that they make it big, they're going to of course
Exactly.
bring you along.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
I'm like, and I gave him like, and that's the other thing too is I that's why I love being such a small company is I can be so flexible on things. So like I had presented a price, a budget. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this part in case anyone wants to hire me. Usually I won't do this. Usually it's like I have my prices are set. What I have, they are set. I'd worked with this client before. We have a very good reputation,
Right.
and he just needed something really quickly. It was easy work for me to do. I presented him an offer. He said, "There's no way. This is what I can't do this right now
Yep.
because of how little it is." And I said, "Okay, what's your budget?" So we went over that, and we came up with a compromise, and
It worked
works out great for both of us. I mean, I'm
See?
still,
that's small business
it's
for
still,
you right there.
it's still, it's good. We're gonna be fine, either way. So yeah, it'll be fun.
That's
I'm
good,
excited
man.
for it.
Yeah, I'm really
and
happy
it's
for
a
you.
little road trip down to Indiana. Not that Indiana has anything to offer me ever, but
Which part of? Maybe I shouldn't ask that. Like where you're going in Indiana?
the border, near the border.
Okay,
Not
gotcha.
Gary.
Oh, so that's not too far.
Not
then.
Gary.
That's only what, like 2-hour drive.
2.5.
That's not too bad.
To where I
You
have
could
to
do
go.
that.
So it's 5 hours of driving in total.
Yeah, but you're getting paid for it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And the car I have a rental car. It's the Kia K5. Ooh, let me tell you, this car, love this thing. My car broke down because the dealership, never mind. I'm not going to say that part
Oh,
out of
no.
recording. But, something happened. Something went wrong. It wasn't my fault. And so I was provided with a free rental.
Shit.
And they gave me a Kia K5, which is like, I guess it replaced the Optima. But
Yeah.
this car
Is it nice?
so nice. I love it so much. And it has like the autopilot in it. So there's lane assist and then like autopilot. So I click on the lane assist, I click on autopilot. I was on the highway the other day and for like an hour and I touched the steering wheel twice.
That's it.
Yeah. And it was just so that because I had to, because it's like, please keep your hands on the wheel like Tesla does,
Oh, yeah,
So I
yeah.
just have to literally like grab it, move it like just this, and then I can let it go again. And
Oh,
it
shit.
drives for me.
So
It was weird.
Can you do that with like cruise control and then autopilot and then lane assist?
That's what I'm
And then
saying.
it just
That's what I did. I didn't do anything. I
That's
sat
fucking
there.
awesome.
I sat there and just looked at the road. I didn't touch the pedal. I didn't touch the steering wheel.
Oh, man.
And it just drove for me.
That's nice.
It was amazing.
Okay, I kinda
It was
wanna
one of
try
the
that.
craziest. We'll take a ride in it and
Okay,
I'll show you.
deal.
And it like, it's not Tesla level. You know what I mean? Where it's not gonna like turn for you. It's not gonna take like 90-degree turns for
Well, because
you. Right?
Tesla, you can actually put in the address, and stuff,
and
right?
it'll just take you.
Okay, that's
this
fucking cool.
I have tested it, and this will take corners, not like 90-degree corners,
Yeah.
but like if you're on the highway, it'll turn for you. It's wild.
kinda dope, actually.
It's. I'm still so blown away by it, even though I know it's not new technology.
Yeah.
I mean, it's relatively new, but like, it just blows me away that it can do that.
It's been around for a while, but it hasn't been perfected yet.
Yeah.
So
and the model that I have is the base model of the car.
really,
So the base model of this car has that in it.
that's fucking sweet.
So needless to say, I'm actually looking to see if when I finally get my car back,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the dealership that it's at, and I'm be like, hey, let's make a deal here.
Trade it out.
Like trade. I'll buy a new one from you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a new loan out of me, but like take this one, and I want the EX package, which is like the second
Next step
highest
up.
package.
Yeah.
I was like, I want that because I know they have it on their lot, and it's the same color as the one I have, and I was like, I want that, and new lease or new loan. I'll take that one.
Do it.
We'll see if they do it because I'm gonna be honest, and it's all wheel drive, which is what I wanted.
Okay.
It's all the other Kias that I saw, they're never all wheel drive. There's like one other one that is. So I'm like, I want this fucking
that's
car.
the one.
And it's got some get up compared to my little 4-banger Kia Soul.
You know, dude, I was really surprised with the car that I got because I was just looking around at used cars or whatever, and
Yeah.
this one just happened to show up one day at a car lot, even though I just checked it the day before. Next day it was here. I got my little Buick LaCrosse for fucking like $9,000, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
One of the best
And
cars.
it'll
I've
run
had.
forever if
It
you take
runs
care of it.
forever.
Yeah.
I get like 1,000,000 miles per gallon. It just runs by itself. I have the double sunroof and all that shit.
Yeah,
on it.
the
It's just-
panoramic
it's so
roof. I
nice.
love that shit.
It's a smaller car, but it's like I don't need that much space. I mean,
Yep.
I don't need car seats anymore. My kids got big, so it's like we don't need that much space in my vehicle.
Right.
So it's like it's fine. My drums fit in it when I need to play a show. I don't have that much equipment anymore, so
Everything
it's fine.
you need.
Yeah.
It's funny seeing, it's weird. We all have new car. Well, you and Drake have new cars, and I may have a new car. But like, it's so funny seeing Drake in a new car.
What did he get?
He got I believe, a Ford Fusion.
Oh, really?
Don't quote me on that, but I
Okay.
think that's the
Those are
one he
nice.
got,
I
was
like
the Ford
those.
Fusion. And it is so funny seeing him in a car that has semi-newer technology. Like, the fact that this thing has Bluetooth,
Yeah.
it's just, it took him forever to figure it out.
It's probably nice seeing him in a car that doesn't, it's not like ready to explode.
Yeah. It's
Crumble
nice
on the
knowing
highway.
that, like, when he leaves the apartment,
Yeah.
like, I don't have to worry that I might not have a roommate because the car could fucking implode on
It's
him.
nice because he can actually start his car at something lower than like 1,000,000 decibels.
Yeah. And it doesn't screech and scream at him like a banshee.
Like some banshee going through the garage.
But no, it's cool, and it's a nice car. I'm happy for him, and
Yeah.
it's just so fun. It's like a kid in a candy shop watching him in that thing. It's just so new.
Look at
for
this
him.
feature.
Yeah, it's just so new.
I can
for
see him being so excited about that.
He's got heated seats. I know he's
Oh,
fucking
man.
loving that. So, yeah, it's pretty dope.
I'm happy for him. That's so nice.
He
earned it. Drake, you earned it, bud.
Yeah, you earned it. You're
you
living
earned
your
it.
best life out here, bud. I appreciate it. We're all growing up. We're all
I
becoming
don't like it. We're
adults.
getting old, man.
I know.
Actually, you're getting old.
All right, fuck off. 27 today,
He's
folks.
27 today. I'm
Well,
sing
when
happy
you guys
birthday.
see this, it'll be yesterday.
Oh, that's what I was assuming, yeah.
Because March 8th is my birth. I don't know. That's so. Whenever you see this, March 8th was the day of the birth of me.
There you go.
It's the day that they got it on. Gross.
Oh man.
So yeah, we're gonna go over to.
Sorry, Jake's mom. we haven't used that in a bit.
Oh god, it's been ages. We're gonna go over. We're actually gonna go over there today. Have some food. Hang out.
Get the new something.
We're gonna do something over there.
Sorry, I can't. Wait, this is gonna be out tomorrow. Can we not talk about it?
No, because they're not gonna know until next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Never
We're
mind
bringing some. Fine, he ruined part of it. We're bringing something new on the show, but you don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is.
But we're bringing a new thing
Get excited.
to the show. You guys should all be super excited. It's a surprise for episode 100.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
You should just like block my face as soon as I started saying that. Just burp.
Blurp you out. No, it's fine because they won't know. Then nobody will ever guess what it is.
That's fair.
That we're bringing on the show. It's a monkey.
It's a monkey.
Our-
We got a monkey.
We have a new mascot.
Dude,
His name's Jeffrey.
that
but
reminds
it's spelled
me. Do you remember that fucking crazy show Drake and Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember that fucking episode where there's just like hanging out one day and then a person brings an orangutan into the movie theater and then they like have to save the orangutan from a guy that eats orangutans?
No.
Do you remember that?
No.
I don't know why that just reminded me of that, but
That was on a Drake and
that was
Josh
a Drake and
episode?
Josh episode.
What the
That
fuck?
show was absolute nonsense and I fucking loved it.
That sounds awful.
so
you
good.
want to? Okay, so speaking of, you know what? We're not that far in. We're gonna talk about this
Yeah,
topic
that's
too.
fine.
This whole Dan Schneider
Wait, what happened?
debacle. You know who Dan Schneider is?
Yeah, but
He's
what happened?
created most of your favorite Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
Like iCarly,
Drake and
Sweet
Josh.
Life of Zach and Cody, Drake and Josh, all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Uh-oh.
Homeboy is a little pervert.
Oh, no.
And
Really?
Homeboy had a thing for some feet, and so now people are like dropping these compilations of like iCarly and like Drake and Josh, where for no reason whatsoever, people are doing things with their feet, like as part of the episode.
Are you fucking
To
kidding
be
me?
funny, but it's like really just fueling his.
Is that real or are they
No,
are they
because
just
some of
saying
that, and what some of the stars have come out
God damn it.
and said like, yeah.
Why is
this guy
everybody
was
in
a
the
little
fucking
weird.
movie industry a pervert?
I
What the
don't
fuck,
get it.
man?
It's like you know what's crazy too is like now that everybody's getting outed for this.
Yeah.
I say in like 10 years, not even maybe 5 to 10 years, we're gonna have a movie come out. It's gonna be starring like some huge name people.
Yeah.
And it's literally just gonna be a movie about the crazy perversion in Hollywood
That would actually be an interesting
back in the
movie.
early 2000s.
Yeah, that'd
and
be-
to now,
That'd be interesting.
right?
Oh,
Like
God.
what was that movie that
We
came
should write
out?
the script for it.
Right? What was that movie that just came out about it was about like Hollywood back in the day.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. It's gonna
Have
be
you-
like
you see
that.
that one?
I haven't seen it yet, but it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
With the crazy, the Weinstein going forward.
Mm.
That's where it's gonna start.
The one thing about that movie I didn't like is their portrayal of Bruce Lee.
So what is the movie about?
So it's about like actors in Hollywood and like doing movies with like
Okay.
stunt doubles and that kind of stuff. And it's kind of just like showing the life of the actors.
Would they play Bruce Lee out to be a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard he kind of was though.
Yeah. But even if he was very proud of himself, but he wasn't the
Rightfully
asshole that they
so.
showed in the
Right.
movie. Yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
like, all right, that's a little bit of
Plus,
an
it's Bruce Lee.
exaggeration.
He out of anyone
You
that
don't
is
fuck with
allowed
Bruce
to
Lee.
be an asshole and be proud of who they are.
What are you going to do? Fight him?
Yeah, it's Bruce fucking Lee. It's like Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris.
He will break all of your fucking ribs by the time he can stand up.
Yeah, and Chuck Norris is not like he may not even be like Chuck Norris. He has jokes made after him. Like that guy, even if it's not backed by anything he can actually do, the man he just has that right. He just has the right. Like,
He's just at home sleeping on his Bowflex.
yeah. God, the Bowflex commercial is so
Jesus.
good. Oh man. Interesting. Yeah, I still have to watch that one because is that Gerard Butler?
No, it's
no
Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio.
Yes, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I gotta watch it. I saw
Leo
that.
has not been in a bad movie yet.
No,
I don't think. Right?
no, I've never seen Leonardo DiCaprio in a bad movie.
Yeah.
Every movie he's ever been in that I've watched, I've loved.
Question: favorite Leo movie? My sister would say Titanic. I would probably have to say The Departed.
Departed was fucking phenomenal. I don't know if I would say
Are you
it was.
a cop?
I don't know if I would say it was his best. I would say just that entire cast.
Oh yeah,
was phenomenal.
Scorsese fucking killed it.
I mean, the fact that because I feel like anytime you see movies that have a ton of stars in them, right? Like A-list celebrities, it just
gets watered down.
Yeah, it just turns into like, okay, you just tried
Just
to throw
celebrity
it
fest.
turns into the Expendables.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
does,
Which was
though.
great, but it's like the storyline's not there.
But this actually blended
But
together
this
really
was
well.
I mean, Scorsese fucking destroyed them. I mean, it was unbelievably good.
I have to say, I think Mark Wahlberg had my favorite fucking lines in that movie. Like maybe not.
Oh yeah,
maybe go fuck
he
yourself.
He was just such an asshole, and I loved it. But like, I mean, that movie was phenomenal. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite for Leo. I would say it's one of my favorite movies of all time, though.
Okay, yeah.
Leo, Great Gatsby was pretty good. I think it's just the flashiness of it was kind of cool.
I think the effects were cool.
The Revenant was a killer.
That was
He
rough.
played that really well.
That was hard to watch, man.
Played that really, really well.
Could you imagine getting fucked up by a bear like that?
Can you and putting like maggots in your fucking flesh?
No, I'm good.
Wildness.
I would be way too much of a pussy to survive that.
There was another one.
I need to go out into the wild.
And I don't remember what it was. Damn it. I don't know. They were all good. I would say my least favorite out of all of them, just Titanic. I'm just not a fan of the movie.
See, my sister was absolutely obsessed with Titanic growing up. So, of course, by proxy, I was like in the room when she was watching it all the time. So
Fair enough.
I know all the goddamn words to that movie.
Oh,
now.
of course. I mean, it's a good movie. It's just not. It's too. I'm not. Yeah. It's not my kind of movie.
It's not my favorite. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
The movie was more about the death than like the love. I'd be cool with it.
I mean, there's plenty of death.
I'm just kidding. You want to know?
Whenever anybody says the word Titanic, I immediately think of the one guy that falls from the top of the ship and immediately like hits the propeller and goes. I'm like, fuck, god damn it! You just hear the thud of his hips hitting the fucking metal.
You know what's a wild movie that just came out on Netflix? I Care a Lot. It's the one of she's a guardian of she's a state mentor or guardian basically.
Yeah.
So she takes over
Like a social worker type thing?
Yeah, but she takes over for like elderly people that can't take care of themselves.
Yeah,
She becomes
yeah.
their legal guardian, right?
Okay.
But she's manipulating the system and stealing and basically taking their money. But this movie goes so in a wild direction.
Really?
It's a very long movie, but it is intense.
It's called I Care a Lot.
I Care a Lot, and it's got I can't remember his name. The guy that plays the writer, the author in Elf.
The writer.
The little guy.
Oh, Peter Dinklage?
Is it Peter Dinklage that's in that?
That's Peter Dinklage.
Dear God, yes. He's in this one too. He doesn't look like the Peter Dinklage of Game of Thrones. He doesn't look like he looks sort of like the Peter Dinklage
Jake, that's
from
called acting.
Elf, but like way darker.
Yeah.
And I wondered how they were going to play this role because like it's a dark movie, and I was like, how are you going to... it just seemed weird at first. Like, I didn't think he would play a major role in the movie.
Yeah.
No, he's a dark human being, and he plays a very good role in this
dude.
movie. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you got like 2.5 to 3 hours, watch this movie.
Shit.
I think it's like probably 2.5.
You know what I just watched the other day as well? That kind of blew my fucking socks off was The Invisible Man.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh my god.
I know, I gotta
Check
watch
it
the
out.
new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
I was skeptical first because it's like, okay, it looks okay.
Drake refuses to watch it because he said they ruined it because he watched the old one. He said they ruined it in the trailer of this one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But watching it is
still watch it.
it's way more suspenseful than you'd imagine. Because like I saw all the trailers and stuff, and I'm like, okay, it looks decent. But then I watched the movie and I'm like, fuck, that's intense.
Interesting.
So,
I'm gonna have to watch this.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Nice. Hell yeah. Well, we're at 33 minutes. We talked about a lot of stuff today. We talked about cars. Talked about our businesses because we have to talk about
talked
businesses
about Invisible Men.
on the Jake and Walker show. It's always business. We always talk business. You know that, folks. So we had to talk a little bit of that. We talked
all
some
know the
movies,
business.
which is our favorite, You know, it's just like movies and games. That's like our favorite topics.
We just immediately like default to that. I feel like
that's like our fallback because and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just stuff we love. So whatever, it happens. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us for another episode 99 of What We Learned This Week.
Dude, 100 are you excited for next week?
Oh, I'm so fucking excited.
Everybody in the comments wish Jake a happy birthday.
No, don't do that.
Do it.
Just subscribe.
Do it.
Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Like our videos.
Yeah. Every time that you hit subscribe, it'll wish Jake a happy birthday.
Yeah. Every time you hit subscribe, I will strip a piece of clothing off, but not on camera, just in my own.
He's gonna put on 1,000 pieces of clothing.
Yep. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of What We Learned This Week. Don't forget to check out jdcreationsllc.com for your own video and photo needs and video editing needs as well. Check out astrodesigncompany.com for your web development, app development, marketing needs. What else? Check out Thirst Homeless on the YouTube channels. Check out Johnny Wishbone on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Road to 1,000 still. Hit it. Don't quit it. Hit it past your friends. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because we out here making great content. We love you, and we will see you next week. Bye.